get a little bit older, 6,000, 6,500, and they go up. Come on. 3 eggs.
What?
Then the 5. Out, very long tails. A lot of the babies have really long, very big vanishing blotches. Ooh, he's so happy.
So maybe islands?
Here's the female.
Whoa.
Pine islands are very nicely patterned, really crisp blotches.
Can you tell us like what kind of blotches do they usually get?
They usually have clear blotches. There's a male. Clear blotches, they're pretty distinct. He had his tail taken off every year.
Every year?
Every year she takes his tail off. So he doesn't grow it back anymore. He grows the stub and then she chews on the stub.
Oh gosh. Whoa.
That is the girl.
Wow. They get the huge.
Yeah, they get really big too. The Pine Islands are, second in line to the GT size
Wow.
ones.
Wow.
He's a really beautiful gecko.
Wow.
So Pine Islands can be really nice.
May I ask you the price of the Pine Islands? The hatchlings?
It's an island gecko, obviously. So depending on which pairing it comes from, if it's from the really high color pair, we usually ask for a little bit more, maybe 2,500. Not as colorful or not from the super bright, maybe 1,500, 1,200, 1,500 for hatchlings. Okay. So of course, once they get bigger, the price is going up.
Awesome. And could you show us bayonets?
Bayonets would be a form, I would say, is our pink blotched gecko. That's so a high pink, known locality gecko for sure. Very common that they will have lots of pink. Here's a nice male, more with yellow blotching. This is a typical what they look like more in field collected. Yeah, this one is more pink. You can see the pink undertones in her.
Yes, sir.
But you can see all that pink on him too. Yeah, very common pink on bayonets. Bayonets is one of my favorite island forms.
That's interesting.
So this is a field collected pair from Ross. They're still producing.
Wow.
You can see the diagonal stripe. Now the females, of course, typically in the wild don't have as much pattern, but you can see that diagonal stripe on the neck there, but you can really see it well on him. He's a very patterned owl, but there's that diagonal stripe.
Whoa.
So that's why we, originally Philippe and Frank had called them the striped-necked leeches. They tried to give some type of identifier to what they were. Why did you got stuck shed, buddy? We can't leave that there. Snowflake pair, and you can see the pink on his head for sure. Real strong pink genetics, so that pairing produced some really nice combos. This is a
cute face.
Yep, absolutely. This is an F1
with
pink.
F1?
This was from. This is. So they're both F1s. This was an F1 produced by Frank, and this was an F1 I produced from that pair. The one with the striped neck and no pattern. Look at its mother. It had no pattern, right? You can see that stripe on the neck, but look at how much pattern this baby had, and it came from a mother with no pattern. So just because an animal has no pattern does not mean it will produce patternless babies. So this is a very typical Moreau, big gecko. One thing about Moreau, when you look at them from this angle, the nose is square. See that?
Yeah.
They also have very enlarged rostral scales. Also, they have these black lines.
Yes, sir.
Very common. And, usually heavy pattern.
Heavy pattern.
This is a really awesome male with yellow blotches. He's an F1. He was from my first pair of Moreau, and he's fantastic. They produce really, really nice babies.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Sure. Mount Humboldt. It's got a different shaped head, blotches. You can see these vanishing blotches. The girls will have way more of the vanishing blotches than the boys. These were the first animals that I got out of Europe, and they're a little small. So they're small because of probably how they were grown. As we've produced babies, the babies are way bigger than the parents. So you can stunt an animal's growth with improper diet or care. So here's a female Mount Humboldt. You can see again those vanishing blotches. And you can see her size, she's not ginormous. So you can see the vanishing blotches a little bit more so on this one.
Wow. I really love the color. It's like
Humboldt's different. You can see that head shape is just, it's very different than Yante. It's like more of a beak. It's definitely more pointy. Okay, Dumbaya. Dumbaya also came from the Kogas area. Dumbaya is the region. There is our boy.
Very brownish color. Deep brown color.
He's not a nice boy. He's typically very angry.
Look out
She's the girl.
Awesome.
These geckos were again from the Kogus area, which is in Dumbeya. Kogus area, the area that Kogus is in is Dumbeya. Dumbeya is the region. So I can show it. Another pair. That's an F1 pair. People will see a field collected animal and think that's what they're going to get. Or, you know, a lot of the early field collected island geckos had tons of spots.
Oh.
The babies do not have the spot. You can see, again, more of the southern blotched.
Oh, more
right?
pattern.
More of the type B pattern. A lot of the GT forms, the girls will be more patterned than the boys.
Oh, really?
Mount Dore, Humboldt, and Dumbeya, the females are all, even Kokus, the females are all more patterned than
may I ask you the price of the Dumbeya hatchling, Mr. Chamberlain?
because it's a new locality.
It is a locality.
I think we were doing like 45 and 48. Are we done with all the GTs?
GTs are done.
You sure?
Oh, Goro. Oh, Dark Morph. Original?
Girl.
Whoa. Can I see the stripes?
And you can see she's got a broken stripe. Some will have more striping, some will have less striping, but you can take two with no stripe and still produce babies with stripes. So there's really no pattern to that from what I can see.
I see. But if you want the stripe hatchlings,
Of course, the striped hatchlings everybody wants. So
and the price starts at 3,000, right?
Stripe starts at 3.
Yeah. And if not, it starts at 25 and 28, right?
Yeah,
25
around,
and
sometimes
20.
a little cheaper, depending how many I have. So here's the original male. Once again, no stripe.
No stripe.
But all the babies are, you know, he's got like a broken stripe, but it's not a complete stripe.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, he's the original guy. He started it all.